At the will reading, my parents smiled at me and said, "You don't need money. You've always been independent." That's when it hit me. They planned to give everything to my brother. The house, the land, the savings. And me, their own child? They thought I'd just sit there quietly. But what they didn't know is that I had been planning my own move for years. Asterisk. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Daniel, and today I want to share a story that's as real as it gets. It's about betrayal. It's about favoritism. And it's about how my parents tried to rob me of everything I was supposed to inherit. But in the end, I turned the tables on them in a way they never saw coming. This is my story. Growing up, I always knew my parents had a favorite. It wasn't me. It was my younger brother, Adam. From the outside, we probably looked like a normal family. A nice suburban house, a hard-working dad, a caring mom, and two sons who seemed close. But behind closed doors, it was a different reality. When Adam got in trouble at school, my parents brushed it off as boys being boys. When I made one mistake, I was punished like I had committed a crime. Birthdays? Adam's were big celebrations. Decorations, cake, relatives, even expensive gifts. Mine? A small dinner at home. Sometimes, not even a cake. I used to tell myself, it's fine. I'll work hard. I'll build my own future. I don't need their favoritism. And for years, I believed that. But deep down, I always wondered, if they could treat me like this while growing up, what would happen when it came to something bigger, like inheritance? As we grew older, the difference became clearer. Adam didn't have a stable career. He switched jobs, wasted money, and even asked my parents for loans that he never paid back. Me? I worked 2 jobs through college, built my career from scratch, and bought my own apartment. You'd think my parents would be proud, but instead, they told people, Adam is the one who needs us more. Daniel can take care of himself. At family gatherings, they'd boast about Adam's potential. Meanwhile, my achievements, real solid achievements, were brushed aside. Still, I never said anything. I thought, it's their way. I won't fight. I'll just live my life. But then my father passed away, and everything changed. The will reading was held in a small lawyer's office downtown. I remember walking in, my hands shaking, not because I was expecting a fortune, but because deep down I hoped maybe, just maybe, they would finally see me as equal. The lawyer read out the terms. The family house, given entirely to Adam. My father's savings account, hundreds of thousands, left Adam. Even the farmland our grandparents had left behind, Adam's. And me? The lawyer cleared his throat and said, Daniel, your parents have stated that since you are financially independent, they believe you don't require inheritance support. Therefore, nothing has been allocated to you. I froze. Nothing? I looked at my mother, and she smiled gently, like she had done me a favor. She whispered, You'll be fine, Daniel. You're strong. Your brother needs it more. I wanted to scream. I wanted to shout, I'm your son too. Why am I treated like a stranger? But instead, I stayed quiet. That's when I made a decision. If they want to play this game, fine. But I wasn't going to lose. See, what my parents didn't know was I had already taken precautions. Years earlier, I had noticed how they were shifting assets quietly, selling off properties, moving money, hiding accounts. Most children wouldn't care. But me? I kept track. I collected documents, emails, transaction records. And when my father passed, I realized something. Some of those transfers weren't legal, and I had evidence. So, while Adam celebrated inheriting everything, I went to my lawyer. We built a case strong enough to challenge the entire will. When my mother found out, she called me screaming. How dare you go against your own family, she yelled. I calmly replied, Family? You stopped treating me like family a long time ago. Adam tried to intimidate me. He said I was jealous, pathetic, bitter, but when the court date came, he didn't look so confident anymore, because the judge wasn't interested in emotions, only in facts. And my documents told a story of favoritism so extreme, it bordered on fraud. After months of hearings, the ruling came down. The will? Overturned. The inheritance? Divided equally. Adam and my mother sat in silence, their faces pale. For the first time in my life, I felt seen. I didn't win just money. I won my dignity back. I proved that no matter how much they tried to push me aside, I was still their son, and I wasn't going to be erased. Today, I don't speak much with my mother or Adam, and that's okay, because I finally understand something. Family isn't about blood. It's about who stands by you, who values you, who treats you as equal. And sometimes the only way to survive betrayal is to turn the tables. That's my story. Thank you for listening. If you've ever experienced family favoritism or betrayal, know this. You're not alone. And sometimes walking away or fighting back is the only way forward.